Today we're checking out every single glitch in the Matrix I've covered so far, including a ton of new ones as well as classic fan favorites. Let's get into it. Here's one of the creepiest glitches I've ever covered before on my channel. And I mean, this one gives me the chills. This is a thermal camera that you can play in front of at a children's museum, meaning you can move your body around and it shows the warmth of your body and your extremities. In this video, something else is discovered. That's right, that's the outline of what looks like a child lying on the floor. But as you can see in this video, there is no child. As if this wasn't already creepy enough, its color is dark blue, which in front of a thermal camera means it gives off zero heat, as in it's ice cold. Talk about horrifying. This glitch right here is so strange. A man was trying his best to get some pictures of some birds flying overhead. But in this particular image, there's a strange silhouette or an outline in front of one of the birds. So putting on my logical thinking brain, when I look at this, I think maybe it's a strange artifacting as a result of the birds in motion, but I've never seen anything like this before, ever. It's almost like somehow the future motion of that bird is on display, as if that silhouette is what happened a second after this photo was taken. What do you think? While it might be easy to assume that this person is trapped inside of a never-ending CD, it's actually a series of mirrors aligned perfectly to create this long-running visual loop. Here's a random washing machine going out for a spin. Apparently the person that recorded this video never did find out what was going on, so unfortunately, I can't tell you either. This strange video was recorded during an airplane flight, where clouds seemingly entered the cabin? This one is so strange. Does anyone have any idea what's going on here? This guy encountered a massive rainbow streaking across the sky in a straight line at night. What?
What is this? I'm so like, bro. What is this? This is the wildest shit I've ever seen in my life. Is it real? Like, what is this?
Up next is one of my favorite types of glitches lately, the strange ones where the shadow is cast upwards onto the sky instead of downwards towards the earth. Today, I'd like to introduce the sponsor of today's video, the book, The Ultimate Guide to Rebuilding Civilization, one of the most important books you need to know of. It's basically a full breakdown of the most important inventions and discoveries that built the modern world. We're talking 400 plus pages, covering everything from basic tools all the way up to complex systems. But what really makes it stand out is how it's presented. This whole thing is illustrated in this really unique style, like a mix between engineering blueprints and medieval artwork. So it feels less like reading and more like exploring something. And the quality is insane too. It's got that heavy, matte, almost artifact feel to it, like a book from an ancient library that you wish you could look at, but they won't let you. It also did over $2.3 million in crowdfunding and ended up being a bestseller. My favorite thing about this book is that it makes you think differently about stuff you'd normally take for granted. You don't really realize how deep even simple things go until you see them broken down like this. There's also a hidden quest built into this book. Think of it like a rabbit hole. The further you dig, the more connections you discover, and deeper and deeper and deeper. One of those books you say, I'll read just a few more pages before bed, and somehow it's 2 in the morning. If you want to check out the book, The Ultimate Guide to Rebuilding Civilization, there's a link in my description as well as a QR code on screen right now. Use code ALLTIME and get 10% off. And speaking of history, here's a quick and interesting historical glitch. At least that's what I'm calling it, because it's beyond what anyone would consider normal. So there was a man once named Walter Summerford, and this guy was considered not just unlucky, but actually cursed. During the First World War, he was actually struck by lightning and paralyzed from the waist down. Amazingly enough, he survived. But years later, he was struck again, and then again. Just stop and think about that. Think about the astronomical odds of being struck by lightning once, let alone twice or 3 times. Well, over his lifetime, he was struck by lightning 3 times, and then again, a 4th time, and that 4th time actually took his life. And as if this strange story wasn't weird enough, reality or the simulation was still not finished with him. This is his grave. And yes, it's shattered by a lightning strike. He was actually struck again for a 5th time. In total, Walter Summerford was struck by lightning every 6 years from between 1918 and 1936. If that's not a glitch in the Matrix, I don't know what is. How about a cloud over a mountain that refuses to leave its placement? or streaming water. Waves of water mysteriously disappearing into black sand. Sometimes, humans react identically in every motion. Sometimes, these are so strange you have to ask if the footage is being played backwards. What about finding a near identical copy of yourself at a wedding? It's not a bug, it's a feature. What about a plane? Or two? Sometimes, physics seem to be off. Other times, textures don't seem to load properly. Sometimes cars fall to the geometry of the world. And sometimes the incorrect art style loads in. Actually, a lot of art seems to come in a little weird. And don't get me started on clouds. We've got 90-degree angles, squares completely missing, cloud shaped like a cube, and yes, even spherical clouds. Sometimes humans float, and other times boats float. Even trees float from time to time. Clusters of humans programmed to take the shortest route, only to find it's blocked. Occasionally, you'll get a person who seemingly wasn't there before just appear. And this isn't a one-off kind of thing. It happens more than you think. Is it just an optical illusion or something else? Sometimes a glitch in the matrix is a blink and you miss it moment. My favorite glitches in the Matrix are those that line up with the idea that we live in a simulation, that programming and artificial intelligence can only create so many possible outcomes. Eventually, patterns are discovered, and it's hard to stop noticing them once you've seen them. Like these similar chickens doing similar things. Or characters in a sports game repeating the same motions at the same time. Some glitches entertain. Others you can't explain. Some glitches baffle the brain. Some make you feel like you're going insane. Some glitches can be explained by synced frame rates. And others explained by skilled professionals. Oftentimes, music can sync up and cause a weird effect. Some glitches make you scratch your head. Not once, but twice. Sometimes, physics get thrown completely out the window. Here's a strange glitch where it seems like numerous people are frozen in place. Some are walking around just fine, but others aren't moving at all. What's going on here?
I don't know if I'm tripping with this weirdest. She's not. What the fuck is happening? I feel like I'm tripping. Like, what are they looking at?
Speaking of frozen things, here are a couple of horses doing just that. For whatever reason, these horses aren't moving an inch. Are they spooked? Tired? Or are they really frozen in place? You tell me. This visual illusion is making people second guess themselves. To us, it looks like just a normal step, just walk right up it. But for whatever reason, everyone's brain there is telling them to step up. Check it out. Something is off with the reflections in this person's soup. The lighting reflecting off of it looks like strange patterns and messages. This family went out during blue hour, which is usually dusk or dawn, and noticed something weird about the shadows. Some of them were blue. What in the world?
Definitely looks blue.
It's because of
What in the world, though? Like, that's like vibrant blue. I'm tripping. What is
to learn to paint the form.
Yes.
Doesn't necessarily.
That would be a badass painting, I'm not gonna lie. Look at that. Bunch of sticks and then the blue outline.
I'm about to go.
Here is one of my favorite glitches from today's video. A father and a daughter are out playing in a field, where a weird tone and vibration hit his phone. Now this could have been just a random audio-visual glitch, but then it happens again, and his daughter stops as well, which means it wasn't just him, it wasn't just his camera, she felt it as well. I've talked about these weird floating black rings in the sky before, on All Time 2, but today I present to you a new one. These strange massive rings are barely visible as they creep along, and it just makes everyone watching feel a little bit uncomfortable. What do you think this is?
What is that ring? That's crazy.
Is it just my dad eyesight or is it my dad eyesight?
I can't tell what that is.
If you live near wooded areas, it isn't uncommon to see a deer here and there. But what is uncommon is watching a deer disappear. Check this out. Here's a fun visual glitch of a car appearing and disappearing into the glass wall of a bus stop. Next up is one of my favorite visual glitches. Tell me, which crust is bigger, the top one or the bottom one? And this isn't a trick question. Here is footage of a random pedestrian who is seemingly disconnected from reality. He's frozen in place, mid-step, and doesn't move an inch as the world continues to move around him.
What the fuck?
Here is a river that has a constant and steady flow. But when the person filming starts driving, it looks as if the river has completely stopped moving. Here is a ladder that's fed up with its job and has decided to quit. Have you ever seen a professional athlete phase in and out of reality? Let's see that again. Check out this building that's seemingly floating in midair. Or this building that seems to be missing a side or two. Look at this strange shadow distortion glitch. Whenever this guy moves away from the frame, his face's shadow is elongated and stretched out. Here's a really strange one. This is a comb placed against a mirror. Notice how the comb's teeth have a gap in them, but in the mirror, there is no gap. It just doesn't exist. What are the odds that every cop car light would be synchronized? Watch closely. Here are 2 deer. And now there's 3. Where did the 3rd deer come from? Look at this incredible apple. 2 different colors, perfectly split. And here's another split in half glitch, this time with some toast. A perfect line dividing the burnt and the unburnt. Where did this car come from? There are 2 angles in this video. One from the front dash cam, and one from the car's side looking back. Neither capture this magically appearing car. So where did it come from? Check out this floor and these shoes. The floor pattern nearly matches the shoes, creating an interesting optical illusion. Shoes disappearing into the floor is one thing, but what about socks? This man's socks perfectly match the floor beneath him. This next one is really spooky. Look at this fog layer that's just floating in midair, unmoving, like a PNG file in a video game. Speaking of unsettling, this tiny bubble decided it wasn't going to follow the laws of physics today. It's just floating there, unmoving. Look at how strange these wind turbines look during a long exposure photograph. To me, it gives off a strong Truman Show painted background aesthetic. How about this one? It's awfully strange how some buildings forget to load in all the way. What happened here? Sometimes it loads in too many of the same art assets. Here are 2 nearly identical grandpas walking around the same area. Here is one of many places on the earth where your car will roll backwards, uphill, when placed in neutral. The how is this happening and why is this happening has been speculated about for decades. Have you ever seen one of those clips of a plane not moving in air, just sitting there, hanging out, seemingly defying gravity? If not, here's a clip of a plane doing just that. Oh, but it's not just planes. Birds can also get stuck in this apparent glitch. This mysterious thing was found floating and morphing over Australia. What started as confusion online quickly turned into everyone saying it was a scud cloud, a naturally occurring thing, nothing weird about it at all. Nothing to see here. Except scud clouds look nothing like this. They look completely different. So, what do you think this is? Planes mostly fly on predetermined paths, but those paths aren't typically obvious to us on the ground. But what if they were?
Look, that plane is traveling that way, but it's almost following a path, almost like a predetermined path. What? What is that blue line? Is it following another plane's path?
These next 3 images were sent to me by a fan named Samuel and his wife. These were taken during a trip from Pennsylvania to West Virginia. This first image shows a massive circle in the cloud. They apparently watched this circle for over 10 minutes before taking these photos. Terrifyingly enough, in this third image there is something else happening. It looks like a long beam or some kind of light distortion in the photograph that didn't appear in the other 2 images. So what's going on here? Is this just some weird glitch? A malfunctioning cloud? An invisible UFO? What do you think? Pareidolia is the psychological phenomenon where people see meaningful patterns, often faces, in random objects. This next video is an example of that. This footage was captured by a woman deep in a forest where she noticed what looked like the number 5 appearing on a rock. When she got up close to inspect it, she realized that it was actually just some forest debris that perfectly formed the number 5 when viewed at a very specific angle. Here's another strange glitch. Apparently the moon or the Earth is swaying back and forth. What do you think? It's weird enough when you capture a glitch on your phone, but when you see it with your own eyes as well, that makes it especially eerie.
So I'm out here at the farm scouting for turkeys, and it's like between 6:55 and 7 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, I'm just gonna take a good video of the sky. Is really pretty. The farm looks really pretty. And as I'm taking this video, the sky done something weird, like it glitched. And I wasn't looking through the phone, like I was scanning the field, but I was like looking at the field, and I seen the sky do it. And I was like, what the world? And I stopped the video and I went back, and my phone caught it. I don't know what it is. It's weird for sure. I'll show you guys a video. Check it out. Tell me what you think. It's kind of weird.
Many argue that glitches are just optical illusions, visual tricks that kind of mess with your mind. Well, here's an example of that. It looks like this boat is floating. Sometimes a repeated pattern can feel like a glitch. These clouds look like someone copied and pasted them over and over and over. This next cloud glitch was submitted by user DG777player on Twitter, saying, I found this really weird cloud one day that was shaped like a human spine or trilobite when leaving work, and it freaked me and my colleagues out. And yeah, it absolutely looks like a spine or a trilobite. The first thing that came to my mind was Attack on Titan. How does a cloud, just by happenstance, take this particular shape? These sponges refuse to stay in the basket they're placed in.
I'm just trying to cut sponges, and they will not. What the fuck? It's magic. Like, please go back into the box.
Here's a photo of a concert where the lighting in the room had already changed from red to white, but the cameras recording the concert had not yet updated. This was literally a blink and you miss it shot. Parking a car is very easy, but for some inexplicable reason, others struggle to fit within a parking space, like a child struggling to color between lines. Well, here is a glitch that shows it might not actually be your fault after all. We've talked about shadows many times before, and here again is another example of a shadow glitch. This is a massive shadow that apparently has no origin.
Someone explain to me what this is a shadow of. There's nothing above me. It's not from that hole.
This is one of those visual glitches that stops you dead in your tracks, and then you spend 5 minutes trying to figure out how it works. Here's a video of a baseball that seemingly respawns after being hit. Check out the shock on this kid's face. Duplication glitches are some of the creepiest experiences you can have. Imagine having one thing, only to find out that you now have two things. For generic objects, this is less creepy. But for more personalized and specific objects, yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
So I'm going to get in bed. I see on my bed my AirPods. I see them there, and I'm like, I'm coming for you later. Okay? Put the kiddo to sleep. She is out. She's out. I'm like, it's mommy's time to waste away her sleep schedule on TikTok. I get my AirPods. Pop them open, put the right one in, okay? Right one's in. Right one's not connecting. So I'm irresponsible, I didn't charge them. That's on me. Let me put the left one in. It's probably charged. Put the left one in, go to put the right one back in. There is a right AirPod in the right slot. But I have one in my hand, and I know I failed math, but I only have 2 of these, okay? So why do I have 3 of these? So I start freaking out. I'm like, it's fucking happening. It's happening to me right now. So I freak out. So I get up. I turn my flashlight on. I'm poor. I found these, okay? I found them. I could not return them could not return them to the owner. Found them. I can't afford 2. I didn't have another one laying around. So I'm like, I know, they're your friends, okay? I don't have a whole lot of friends, but I've only had 2 friends over to my house in the past month. So I call them. I'm like, hey girl, are these yours? She's like, no. Hey, just tell me that they're yours so I know I'm not going crazy, please. Sorry, boo. They're not mine. So then I'm like, well, let me see whose they are. Because, you know, you open them, they have a name. I named mine Steve, because I name all my shit Steve. These are named Steve.
Here's another duplication glitch that'll really make you scratch your head.
So, I've just had a glitch in the Matrix. I see people talk about this on TikTok all the time. I've never experienced it, but I need to show you guys. So I was just putting something away on the tabletop, and I saw this. And I thought, oh no, have I broken my phone case? And I'll show you my phone case in a minute. So I picked it up. This is my phone case, guys. So where has this acrylic butterfly wing part come from? This is my only case. Is that not the weirdest thing ever? I don't understand. What is happening? I know it seems really minor, but it's really, really weird. It's freaked me out.
We have a car that is seemingly changing color. Mysterious sticker that seemingly changes completely depending upon where you are when you view it. Check this out.
You gotta explain this shit to me. Deadpool, 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 Deadpool. Deer. Deer. Where did Deadpool go? Where did Deadpool go? Deadpool.
Here are some really weird shadows that seem to repeat in a cycle, almost like an animation loop. I've watched this glitch a dozen times, and I can't figure it out.
Put your hand on the wall. Put your hand down. Rub your elbow. Put your hand on the wall.
No way! No way!
Put your hand on the wall. Put your hand down. Rub your elbow. Put your hand on the wall.
No way! No way!
This person is refilling the water in their dog bowl, and apparently it's freezing as it's being poured. How can it be raining in the front yard, but snowing in the backyard? When a shadow is missing from an object, it makes it look out of place, and that's exactly what this next clip is about. The sun is beaming down in such a way that the shadow isn't visible, leading to these cones looking completely out of place, like something out of a video game. This photo had me so messed up. I stared at this for so long trying to figure out what was wrong with her legs, only to find out she was simply holding a bag of popcorn and the popcorn bag blended in with the background. Here's an absolutely bizarre video of what seems like 2 deer, only for it to be revealed that it was only 1? Where did the second deer go? Here is an amazing visual illusion. What looks like a woman floating in air at the beach is actually just a clever trick. This lady seems to be running backwards. Yeah, check this one out.
I genuinely thought I was tripping. I thought that, I don't know, I thought everything was going back in time, man. I don't know what I thought, but oh, it wasn't good.
The texture of this building is seemingly messing up. I'd like to present to you the case of the magically appearing blueberry. This child starts off with 2 and ends up with 3. The funny part to me is even he looks confused. Have you ever had one of those situations where you felt like you saw something maybe you shouldn't have? This is one of those times. This beach ball wanted to escape, and so it did. Everything worked out perfectly. Here is yet another reoccurring theme in this series: massive heavy planes that float in midair.
What is happening? How is that thing just sitting there?
I hate to be by drinks.
It gets me every time. And funny enough, it seems like a local news station is starting to catch on to the idea of glitches in the Matrix. Here is their take on floating, unmoving planes.
Look at this, it's like something straight out of a sci-fi movie.
A plane appearing to hang in midair over San Francisco. Your eyes, they're not playing tricks on you. It's actually an optical illusion called the parallax effect. So when you're moving past another moving object and it appears to be stuck, the video has gone viral with some people calling it a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, I wonder if it's still there.
Here's a professional card shuffler who can make shuffling a deck of cards look like magic. Another type of glitch we talk about a lot are duplicates. Unfortunately, it's never about money. You know, it's never like, oh, my $20 bill became 2 $20 bills. It's always something pretty random. Well, in this video, it's actually his daughter. Check out this creepy glitch.
Surprise.
This guy is missing his shoe, specifically his right shoe, and now he's stuck with 2 left shoes.
Put my shoes on. Why do I have 2 left feet? Like, if I take this shoe off and put this shoe on here, cool. This shoe's still on the wrong foot. So then I do it again. What the fuck?
What happens when the rain isn't actually wet anymore? Watch this and try to explain it. This grandma knitted what seems to be a 3-dimensional quilt. Here's an example of a good duplication glitch, where 1 becomes 2.
I think I just had my first ever glitch in the Matrix. Look at this. We only have one Dyson V7 in the house. All the other ones are the newer ones. Like, this is the only older one we have, and that's why it's upstairs. Why do we now have 2? And 1 charger.
Check out this weird visual illusion glitch, where it's hard to tell what's the ocean and what isn't. The speed of the wings of this plane and the frame rate of this camera ended up creating something mesmerizing. Deep in the woods, a random patch of grass is not just growing, it's thriving. Here's a group of turkeys that have become stuck in a loop. When does it end? This guy parked his car overnight and woke up to find a near identical car parked beside his. Here is a photo a guy took of a small drop of water seemingly frozen in air. Here's another instance of a person miraculously appearing out of nowhere. Sometimes it only rains in one very tiny specific place. Is this explainable? Sure. Do I still find it extremely weird? Absolutely. Did you know that there are some glitches that I can't show you on YouTube? Because of YouTube's rules on violence and dangerous acts, some things can't be in these videos. But I still want to talk about these glitches. So if you want to see some bonus glitches as well as over 30 other exclusive videos, please join my Patreon, link in the description. You'll get access to exclusive videos, behind the scenes stuff, you'll have a way to talk to me directly, and you'll even get to watch my videos early. So if that's interesting to you, then click the link in my description, become a patron today. Let's get back into some glitches. I'm pretty sure windmills aren't supposed to spin like this. Here's a floating tree someone captured on camera. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to ask why or how.
See that tree? It's very clearly levitating. Is it actually a tree? Or is it aliens?
Continuing with weird trees, here is a spinning tree. Is this strange phenomenon going to become a regularly occurring thing?
I'm recording it because I want people to see it kind of just moving in the air.
It keeps moving back and forth around that from where that car is sitting.
Yeah, there's a vehicle right there, but there's nothing like there's nothing there. Like there's nothing.
I have no idea how to explain this one, other than this tree is spinning. Spinning tree. This next one is really strange. It looks like a trail across the sky, kind of like a rainbow, but with clouds in it. And also within that trail, it distorts and darkens the air within. Any experts out there want to weigh in on this very normal phenomenon?
What is that? It looks like just some sort of weird dark rainbow. It's so weird. I think it's because the sun is right in that cloud streak. Like, that's the shadow? Is that what it is? Weirdest thing.
One of the best glitches you can ever encounter is the duplication glitch. And as creepy as it can be to find two or more of whatever item you had, at least if it's something valuable, you made some profit. Check this out. This photo was taken in London, and is of a strange visual glitch regarding shadows. While some shadows in this image are solid, other shadows seem to be soft and dispersed, creating this really weird effect. Here's another visual glitch that I really love. This is taken inside of an office, where it looks like a pole is floating above the ground and its cords are dangling. Except that isn't the case. Both the pole and the cords are touching the ground. Illusions like this one are my absolute favorite. I find it so fascinating that our eyes can play these tricks on us. Let's play a game called Carpet or Counter. Is that a carpet on the ground? Or is that a kitchen counter? Again, visual glitches like this are the best. Look at this building carefully. Do you see the circle? Okay, so get ready to have your mind blown. I didn't add that circle. That isn't Photoshop or editing or anything like that. That circle is literally there, carved into the building. Now, I don't know why the building has a circle cut out of it spanning multiple floors, but there it is. Absolutely insane. This glitch is incredible. In front of this camera is a pole that blocks the view of whoever is sitting directly behind the pole, however far away they may be. Well, when this camera zooms in, the camera can apparently see through the pole. I know that sounds unbelievable, but check this out. Nothing to see here, ladies and gentlemen, just the sky in Australia showing two completely different skies. One darkened, heading into night, and one still illuminated by the sun. Maybe Australia has a big wall separating them or something. Very normal stuff. Have you ever seen an ant teleport? I'm assuming probably not. But what about an ant that teleports over and over again, avoiding death like the plague? Honestly, this is just impressive. This next glitch has two important parts. The first is an escalator that is moving up, and the second part is some sunlight that is struggling to keep up with it. This one is so strange. It's like the lighting here can't keep pace with the steps. Look at this. This is an interview with Scarlett Johansson, where a woman walks behind her and completely disappears. Where did she go? Here is a bizarre and visually stunning photo that a parent sent to his son during a beach day trip. This could very well be a visual glitch in the photo, but it also kind of looks like the sky is made up of pieces. This one's pretty weird. What do you think? If you don't know what this is a Christmas snow globe with a Christmas tree inside of it. But strangely enough, its reflection on the wall is upside down. Sure, it could be because of lighting and mirrors, but what a strange visual. It looks like we have floating fire now. Check out this insane video of a flame that refuses to follow our understanding of physics. When did this basketball player pass the ball? He has the ball in one frame, and then in the next, the ball is in the hands of another player. Look at this ridiculously massive trillion-ton iceberg, perfectly broken into the shape of a rectangle. This next glitch has to do with a broken Nutella plate. Just watch.
Okay, so I just broke this plate, and I was making sure I had all the pieces, and I found this. The hell? I have no more of these plates. I have only one. Like, what?
Up next is a strange collection of glitches, all related to invisibility, or semi-transparency. Let's start small with this filing cabinet. Look at it, it's almost transparent. Here's a stroller that's seemingly moving on its own. Or is that a person pushing the stroller wearing clothing that makes them look nearly invisible? Absolutely perfect camouflage. Next up is this building. What an incredible photograph. What is even happening here? Finally, we have the scariest one of all. A couple was relaxing at the pool and took a photo, only to later discover that the girlfriend was seemingly transparent in the photo. Pause and look at the details here. You can see right through her head. What in the simulation is this? Next up, we have fish in an aquarium that have seemingly forgotten to animate. No swimming, no movement, just frozen in place. This next clip is incredible. A man kicks a cabinet door and it falls off its hinges, but now there are two doors on the ground instead of one. Even in slow motion, this doesn't make any sense. Where did that second door come from? It just doesn't add up. The door that he kicked off has two hinges on one side and a handle on the other, so there's literally no room for another door to just appear. What do you think about this one? Up next is one of my favorite glitches ever. This woman is working in a restaurant and cuts a lemon in half. Then she cuts it again. She walks away to grab a bag. Comes back only to realize that her lemon isn't cut in half anymore. I'll let her explain.
So I'm like inspecting it, I take it out of the bag, I grab this lemon trying to see if I cut that one, I recut the lemon because the lemon wasn't cut anymore. I'm freaking out because the lemon was not cut in half anymore. It was literally intact. And you can see me in the video cut the lemon in half. There was a glitch. This has never happened to me and I don't know how to act. I'm freaking out.
Then, get this, her TikTok blows up. Even articles are written about it. And then TikTok deletes that video and bans her account. TikTok says she's under 13. She appeals because she's obviously older than 13, and it gets rejected. Then it asks for her ID, so she submits her ID twice, and TikTok just scrubbed it all from the internet. Kinda weird, right? Eventually she's able to get back onto the platform by using her mom's phone, but she's unable to create an account anymore with any of her emails, her phone number, anything like that. Now here's the thing, if you've been on TikTok for long enough, you know what's allowed and what isn't allowed. And there's nothing questionable about her video. There's nothing worth banning, nothing worth hiding, nothing worth suppressing. It's just so strange. Here's what she had to say.
Yeah, that's me. Anyways, I had to remake my account, okay? They banned my account. They banned my whole account. I tried opening my TikTok and this is what I opened to. And I send an appeal, right? Send my ID and look. I did this twice, and they denied me both times. I don't understand why? Like why TikTok? Now, what was the real reason, okay? What was the real reason you deleted? Like, isn't that a little sus? Isn't that a little sus? You know what I mean? Yeah, I had to make this account on my mom's phone because it wouldn't let me create an account with anything. Not my Gmail, not another Gmail, not my phone number, not my Apple ID, like anything that pointed towards me, I couldn't make it. Like, it did not let me.
Imagine finding an identical keychain to yours on the ground in a parking lot next to your car. Where did this other one come from? It's even used and aged like the one she has.
So like, I'm like walking to my car, I just put my son in my car, and then I'm on the floor and I'm like, what the heck, is that mine? And I look at my key, but it's not mine. What a freaking coincidence. And it literally looks like the same exact thing as mine too. That is crazy. Then I found a glitch in the matrix, whatever you call it, matrix.
Next is a story about duplicating sunglasses. Check this out.
I just experienced my first glitch in the matrix. I found these in the passenger door yesterday after looking for 3 days for these motherfuckers. Finally found them yesterday morning, wore them all day. I just opened my passenger door and I found these in the same fucking place. I've never bought two in my life. They're the exact same pair of glasses. The only time I've ever bought another pair is when one has been broken, and they're both not broken. So where the fuck has this come from?
This woman found a floating rock, and despite everything she could think of, she couldn't come up with a rational explanation for it. Check this out and let me hear your thoughts.
I need somebody way smarter than me to tell me what is happening in this video. Someone please tell me. My mom and I were hiking at a local trail next to the river, and we came across this rock that was floating in the air. It did this for probably 5 to 7 minutes while we were there. My mom actually grabbed the rock and rubbed it to see if anything was attached to it. Nothing was. And she put it down, and then it proceeded to float around like this again. Yeah, so what is happening here?
Here's an amazing tennis feat that has even confused the players who made it happen. There's even a slow motion video to prove it. Here's a product for sale at Walmart in the electronics department that keeps moving. And I really mean that. I actually had to cut down this footage significantly not to bore you all to sleep, but it seriously keeps rocking back and forth the entire time. Nothing else was touching it, and nothing else is moving. Get ready to see some paint blow your mind.
You guys want to see some cool color theory? Isn't that the craziest thing you've ever seen? I love color theory, it's so cool.
Guys, I stumbled across something really strange on TikTok last night, and I don't know what to do with this information. So this lady posted this video about like a glitch in the Matrix thing where like her towel disappeared, right? But that's not the weird thing. I once found 2 human molar teeth in the washing machine. It freaked me out. I have no idea where they came from. So I read that sparks my interest. I'm like, what the fuck? But wait, I found one on my living room floor about 20 years ago. I lived alone. Okay, weird. That's a weird coincidence, you know, that both of these people found a human tooth. Okay, now that's weird because I found one in my dining area on the floor. Lived here for 5 years and I don't know where it came from. What? I found one in my front garden a few years ago. Okay, you know, like that could be like an animal tooth or something. But this person found one in their kitchen sink, a human molar, and it just keeps going. I thought I was crazy. I found one under my bed when I moved. 1 human molar, adult, laying plain as day. I found a gold tooth in my basement. It just keeps getting weirder. I just found a tooth sitting on my parents' table the other day and we have no idea where it came from. I found a tooth in my coat pocket. What is with this? What is what?
Randomly finding human teeth? That should be an extremely rare occurrence. I think we can all agree on that, right?
So then naturally I searched people finding human teeth, right?
So I found a tooth. You found a tooth? Yeah. Where did you find the tooth? In the bathroom rug.
Sure, we all have baby teeth that fall out, but our adult teeth are one and done. If you lose it, it's gone. So how common is finding random human teeth? Let's continue.
Why are all these people finding human teeth? What do I do with this information? Like, this is crazy, right? That's crazy?
After posting that TikTok, she began to get even more comments from people claiming to have found random human teeth.
A little update on this whole people finding human teeth mystery. I've gotten hundreds of comments like this, with people telling stories of finding human teeth. I'm just gonna read a few of the comments and then we'll go over the theories. Found one in my shoe in my gym bag. Found one on my kitchen floor. We had been in that apartment for 3 years. There's no way it could have just been there from the previous people. I was helping my neighbor clean their attic and we found 3 human teeth. My mom found child molars in ground beef. I found one in a pizza roll while I was pregnant. Yeah, I wouldn't eat pizza rolls anymore either.
Ground beef? Pizza rolls? Okay. No. How does that even happen? Absolutely horrifying. The idea of a tooth just randomly appearing is disturbing enough, especially in your home or your bathroom rug, but in your food? Like a human tooth, an adult human tooth? I have so many questions.
Randomly found a tooth on the floor once. My husband tried saying it was the dog's, it was human. That was probably the biggest theory that people brought up, that these are all dog teeth, which like some of them I'm sure are, but a lot of the locations just don't make sense for a dog. A few months ago, I found molars in an envelope in my garage. I've lived here for 10 years. Seriously found a molar the other day. It looked really old. It was in a blanket. I found one on my dresser a few years ago, and I have a camera in my room for my cat. Didn't pick anything up. I found one on my living room floor. I found a human molar in a large Rubbermaid container of Legos from the 90s. Cleaned a coin counting machine. Found 3 teeth in the debris tray. Found one in my living room a few years ago. I found one behind a door handle I removed because the handle was broken. Found one on my bathroom floor after living there for 2+ years. Found one in my friend's truck. He had no idea where it came from. I believe him because I drove it for that entire week and it wasn't there. Found one in my old house in the hallway against the wall. My grandpa had a nightmare that all his teeth were being pulled out and found a small wooden box full of teeth in his living room the next morning. I found a random tooth on my dresser. I work with bones, so I thought it was one of my fakes. Nope, it was real. I found a human molar in a box of Legos that my son bought at a yard sale. Me and my friend found human teeth in our cafeteria food. Found a tooth when I was a kid on a stair. No one knew who it belonged to. Found one in the creek. Oh my god, I can't believe other people have experienced this. About 5 years ago, I found 2 adult molars about a week apart in our house. Last month, I was cleaning out my car and I found a top denture, like the whole row of teeth. Found a child's tooth in my pocket this year. I don't have kids. Core memory of me finding a molar in the pocket of a jacket I got for school in approximately 1983. I don't remember it being there when I tried it on. Like I said, there are hundreds of comments like this. So the other theories that people brought up were that they could have just been like filling caps that might have fallen off and people didn't notice, or it just left them around. But I've had a cap fall off and you definitely notice. And they're also really expensive, so I feel like people wouldn't just be like leaving them around everywhere. But some of them, again, could totally be filling caps. I feel like a lot of people would know the difference. because they feel different and they're like hollow. And then the other theory is just that everyone is lying. And again, like, I'm sure some of these people are lying, but I don't buy that all of these people are lying. And again, a lot of these locations just don't make sense for dog teeth.
Like she said, it's totally possible that some of these people are randomly lying or making up stories just to be a part of the drama. But certainly not all of them. Even if you cut the accounts in half, you still have a lot of random teeth being found. So what do you think? Have you ever found a random human tooth before? If you have, let me hear it in the comments because that's so strange.
Is that me? Am I time traveling?
I'm time traveling.
Same outfit.
It's the same outfit.
Yeah, very similar. Then we have this mysterious beam of light in Hanoi, Vietnam. It almost looks like a halo ring from the Halo games. I need your help with this next one. Which building is in front of the other one? The left or the right? Look at what this woman found on the ground. This keychain tassel is near identical to the one that she currently carries, but one looks like it's been weathered and left outside to rot. This next image is not Photoshop. This is how the photo came out. Somehow, the water turned into two different colors when the photo was taken. How this happened, why this happened, well, that's what makes it a glitch. Who knows? Look at this strange glitch where the water froze, but upwards, at a diagonal angle. What could have caused that? What about this perfect 90-degree angle in the sky? This next one could be completely made up, so it's up to you whether you believe it or not. This person claims that a dime from 1902 randomly fell from the sky and hit this guy in the head while he was taking out the trash. If that actually happened, that's pretty strange. Why? This one is absolutely incredible. If you zoom in on the clouds there, what you're going to see is that there is green matrix code in the sky. In my line of work, I use Photoshop all the time. So if this is Photoshop, well, good job. You did an incredible job because this looks so real, so compelling, and so creepy. So what do you think? Did someone capture a picture of something they shouldn't have seen? Or is this just really advanced Photoshop? Projection mapping is a fantastic thing where you can display images on buildings, on walls, or even onto the mist of water as it's sprayed into the air. But in this particular case, it's a bunch of green text, which most people associate with the matrix or lines of code. So whatever they were trying to display in this fountain, well, it didn't quite work out. This next one is a cloud falling from the sky near a construction site in Indonesia. All of these workers are obviously very curious and excited about this strange descending cloud. What do you think it is? And more importantly, would you touch it? Here's a strange one. Here's a dirty golf tee that fell out of this guy's ice maker at 9 p.m. at night. He claims he does not play golf, nobody he knows plays golf, and he's had this fridge for 12 years. So where did this come from? And why? This guy was playing Call of Duty when he realized the rug in his room is the same rug on the TV. What are the odds? Although this photo looks fake, this is a real image. The sky can't decide what it wants to do, and instead, we're left with two distinct halves. Here is an insane optical illusion, where it looks like part of the building is just floating in the sky. But when you zoom in, you realize, oh, this is a really strange image, where a car is missing its front tire, and it looks like the tire is behind the road. This next one is especially strange. This Diet Pepsi can exploded into a spiral, and you know this is real because the top of the can has exploded out. So obviously there was a lot of pressure that built up before it popped, and this incredible display was made. How could this even happen? You know, in these videos, we love pictures of clouds because they're seemingly always doing something strange. Like in this one, where a square is missing from the sky. Why is there a square missing from the sky? Here's a strange flat tire glitch. Usually if you run over a nail or a screw, it sticks into the tire, but this one's sticking out of the tire. How did this happen? Here's a piece of trash that refuses to get thrown away. And they're going to show it from every single angle. Are these scrubbing bubbles real? Or is this just some weird water anomaly? What is this? Here's a cat that somehow defies gravity. And speaking of defying gravity, check out this shot. What are the odds that this could happen? It's got to be astronomically low. Even the guy that made this shot is stunned. Did something blast out of this chimney, or is it a perfectly aligned shot with the chimney? Whatever it is, it's another 1 in a million shot. This next one is especially strange. That is a shadow of a cloud casted upwards. The sun is above us, the shadows should be casted down. And yet this shadow is casted upwards. Huh? In what looks like a glitch from a video game, this guy's hair render is not aligned. This video is especially strange because it shows horses walking on water. And while you think, oh, they must be standing on an underwater platform or something, they start to walk away. Here is a beautiful and awe-inspiring snow wall. Just look at how the snow seemingly doesn't penetrate where people walk. Absolutely incredible. This is a child playing with a Christmas ornament. Now, watch carefully, because the Christmas ornament is going to disappear. And by disappear, I mean literally fade out of existence. Let's see that one more time. Here is some frozen water. Beautiful, isn't it? But what if I was to tell you it's not frozen water? It's actually a perfect water flow. Here is what looks like a tear in reality. It looks like something ripped across the sky and tore a hole in the fabric of space. What an incredible shot. And it's seemingly moving. What could this possibly be? Get ready for some crazy conspiracy tinfoil hat stuff. Call me crazy, but I think some of these clouds are not clouds. I think they're UFOs, unidentified flying objects. For example, watch this one. Look how it shifts and moves precisely. It moves unlike any cloud out there. Here's an especially strange one. This woman is seemingly frozen in place. And this video is two people talking and speculating about why she's not moving. Does anyone else see this? This is so strange, this is so weird. You can see cars in the background moving, but she's not. She's just stuck in place. Eventually some other people come along, and right before they connect, the woman starts moving again. Is this just an elaborate prank? Or was this woman seemingly glitching? Let me know in the comments. This one is absolutely insane. Have you ever seen the sun turn on and off? When you slow it down, it does seem like the sun turned on and off. Let's end this video with some wavy clouds in Alaska. Now this looks like it's Photoshop. This looks fake. But what if I told you that's real? That's actually what it looks like. First of all, bring up Google Maps, then let's zoom in. It turns out that's just how it looks. It's not just a glitch, it's real. Check this out.
This genuinely makes no sense at all. What kind of optical illusion is this? It's so far away. That doesn't make any sense. Hold on. I'm doing it again. I'm backing up. I'm backing up. And then Bro. How is it doing that? That doesn't make any sense at all.
This glitch happened at the Open Championship 2025. Rory McIlroy hit his golf ball, and miraculously his one ball became two balls, to everyone's surprise. Rory went on to say this was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Where did this other ball come from? Was it underneath the ground right beside his ball? And if so, I mean, what are the odds? Get ready to see one of the most insane glitches ever. In this drifting competition between cars, one of them actually loses a tire. It bounces off, rolls away, and just watch. You won't believe what happens.
Разувается автомобиль Артема, улетает колесо, пытается поймать его сейчас оператор коптера. И обратно Да!
That's right, it came back and astonishingly fit back into place.
Обратно Да! Вы видели, что было сейчас, друзья?
Here's a brick wall that is seemingly defying reality. It's as though someone took a sledgehammer to it, and instead of cracking or shattering, it squished like jelly. This is a clip of running water, except the water looks off. The water looks slow and thick, but when it's poured into a cup, it fills it up like normal. Here's a glitch where flowers are seemingly changing color overnight. Let's check it out.
Am I going insane, or were those blue?
I think this plant might change colors early day.
Okay, here's the color of it right now, right? That's pink.
I knew I wasn't crazy. Those are blue now. Those aren't pink. Those are completely... I'm so confused.
Watch what appears in front of this mother and daughter. Did you see it? It's as if a man in a red shirt just appeared in front of them out of thin air. Here's an absolutely bizarre video of an icicle that's broken in two spots, but it's still hanging somehow. Someone make this make sense. I don't even know what's going on here. Apparently this cat is frozen in place while attempting to get some water.
What the fuck? Going good?
This skateboard has mysteriously stopped in place at an extremely weird angle. How does this even happen? Check out the security camera footage. It captures the same man in two different places. I'm sure this is nothing more than a literal glitch in the recording software, but it's still pretty creepy. Here is a blowtorch that is still burning even after it's been unplugged.
I don't understand. It won't stop.
How is this even possible? If you're an American like me, you've probably noticed that our food has been getting worse and worse every year. Shrinkflation, greedflation, inflation, fake ingredients, literal poison. Well, it's a good thing that bananas can't be faked. Unless...
So my mother was showing me that she opened a banana that she thinks that these are not real bananas. We got it from the supermarket, but when she opens it and she breaks it in half, it gets very tough and doesn't really break. And when it pulls, it's like it's glue. It's very tight and doughy.
Here's a strange glitch where the shadow between these two dishes seems to stretch to connect. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but shadows don't do this, right? Check out this perfect stream of soda. It's moving, it just looks like it isn't. This stream of water over a rock is somehow moving the water into perfect squares. You have to see it to believe it. This next glitch has to do with the video game Minecraft. In Minecraft, your world is procedurally generated, meaning the world you jump into is randomly spawned. The odds of getting an identical scenario twice is astronomical. Now getting that same identical scenario over and over and over forever? Absurd. Seemingly impossible. Check this out.
Make my Minecraft world glitch. Show it? Look, okay. It's this cave. Every time you run through, there's a diamond in the corner. There's this water, and there's 2 holes on the wall, like that. Okay, watch. Diamond in the corner, walls, the holes, and then the water. Okay, diamond. Diamond, holes, water. And you can see the coordinates changing, so this is not, like, I'm not going in a circle. It just keeps going on forever and ever.
This next glitch is the bane of my existence because it seems to happen all the time. Have you ever been somewhere where no one was, and then all of a sudden people start to spawn in? As in they just start appearing. It was empty before, and now you can't even walk around. It's happened while driving, it's happened in stores. It sounds insane, but once you notice it, you'll see it all the time.
Okay, look, it's empty, right? Empty, 1 person in here, bet you it's gonna spawn. They're all gonna spawn and come.
Oh, I'm in a fucking simulation. I told you, they're all here now, bro. I swear to God, it was empty and you saw, look at the lines just coming in. They're all spawning and they're all here for me. I know they are. What the fuck?
Next up are just some very normal, completely natural clouds. Clouds so normal and natural that the entire neighborhood came outside to look at them. Continuing with the weird cloud glitches, here is a sky filled with clouds, except for a missing square. What could even cause something like this to happen? Here is one of the creepiest videos I have for you today. A cat is seemingly pulled into the air by its tail. It awakens ready to fight whatever it was that pulled it, but nothing pulled it. Is this a glitch? Or something even stranger? Check out this strange glitch of a frozen cat. Here's an insane video of a baseball bat that just flies away.
Look, it was so far inside, it hit the knob of the bat. Look at that bat waggle. Did you see that? How's that for a replay? Bat. Look, it was so far inside.
It's as if gravity gives up and the baseball bat has a mind of its own. This image is of a baby gate, and if you'll notice, the baby gate is diagonal, but the shadows are straight lines. The shoe in this video isn't quite reflecting the way it's supposed to be. Check this out. Up next is a perfectly cut out square in a mountainous region. Why? How? Now if this was over farmland or something, that would make sense, but these are mountains. Why is there a perfect square or rectangle cut out of the mountains like this? In this window there is a reflection of a car that seemingly doesn't exist. Check this out. No, seriously though, where is this car? Here's what looks to be a tree walking on its own. I know that sounds crazy, but check this out. Now, one explanation for this could be that the tree fell over, which makes a lot of sense. But if you look carefully, you can see that it actually raises up towards the end. If it was falling, it would just fall straight down. Why would it raise up, then fall? Am I to believe there's walking trees now? Here's a truly haunting video of a guy stuck in place. What really makes this video special to me is that no matter what the cameraman does, this guy does not move.
Yo, that's mad. How he just stood still like that? Nah. This guy's bugging.
Here's an incredible collection of perfectly synchronized cats. Here's a guy walking in place as if he's rotating the world himself. Here's the thing about snow. If you're walking on snow, you sink down into it, unless the snow is incredibly icy. And if it's incredibly icy, then you're slipping. Does this man look like he's slipping? No, it looks like he's just walking, infinitely. Here's a lamp that is turned off, but if you look at the computer screen, it looks as though it's reflecting light. This doesn't make any sense. Here's some more footage of someone running in place. But the creepy part about this is they're literally standing in place. They're on a driveway, they're running, and they're not going anywhere. But they keep running.
Oh, I found a glitched person. Just wait. They look like they're running, right? They're not.
Is it a glitch? Is it a new workout I've never heard of? Or is it something else?
They're staying in place. They've been there for like 2 minutes. What?
Here is an onion that can't decide what it wants to be. It's perfectly split. And speaking of split things, here is a tree that looks like it's been cut in half. In fact, it looks like 2 trees cut in half and then combined together with each other. Is this even the same type of tree? What is this? Someone please explain this to me. Imagine you wake up, walk outside, and you see this. If I walked outside and saw this, I would say, this is all a simulation. None of this is real. What is even going on? Here's a really interesting photo of a person wearing 2 bracelets, and somehow one bracelet clipped through the other bracelet. And if you look carefully, you'll see that this is seemingly impossible. How did this happen? This was either intentionally done just for views, which is kind of stupid because this post didn't really get any views, or this actually happened. And if it did, that's pretty incredible. Here's another example where a light is off, but in its reflection, the light is on. Now, is this perfectly timed photography? Totally possible. Or is this a glitch in the Matrix? What do you think? Here's a beautiful photo of the sky in South Dakota, and the sky is seemingly split in half. Now, what's causing it to be split in half? How is there sunlight on one side and a blocked out sun on the other? Your guess is as good as mine. Now, I don't know what could block out half the sky, but maybe you do. Let me know in the comments. This next glitch is absolutely astonishing. It is from a sky in Idaho, and if you look carefully, you will see a trail made from a plane. Now there are clouds below it and above it, but here's the really interesting part. Why is the shadow for the plane trail casted upwards instead of downwards? This would say that the sun is below the plane to cast light upwards. Huh? I don't even know. What do you think? And speaking of planes, shadows, and weird things in the sky that don't make any sense, here is another video of a plane flying, and its shadow is above it and ahead of it, which would mean the sun would be behind the plane and lower than it. Huh. Here is a soap dispenser with soap dripping out of it, except the soap that's dripping out of it is floating in midair. How is this happening? Your guess is as good as mine. I love some glitches in the sky, because the sky is the most mysterious, strangest thing in the world. If you've ever been up in a plane and looked out a window, you know how amazing and incredible it is up there. So here's what looks like a square or a rectangle cloud just floating on its own, just floating in the sky, as though that's a very normal thing, Definitely not a UFO, definitely not a glitch in the Matrix, just a normal square or rectangle cloud. And I know what you're thinking, where did that cloud come from? Well, here is the image of a sky missing a cloud or a rectangle. Now, I'm not saying that these two are actually connected, but it sure does look like it. Looks like the cloud left one and just went on a journey of his own, just going on an adventure. Here's a really weird glitch, where the shadows cast from this tree are a little off. Something's not quite right about this. They don't seem to be rendering at the full quality that a shadow normally renders at. What do you think this is? If you watch the upper left-hand corner, you'll see this player disappears for a second. Where did he go? Over on my Patreon, I have a new video with some bonus glitches you haven't seen before. If you want to go check those out, as well as 35 other exclusive videos, go check it out. Remember, I am one guy and I do all of this. There is no team, it's just me. So if you can support me on Patreon, that would help me out so much. But if you can't, no worries, just give me a like, subscribe, maybe share the video, and let's get back into some glitches. This next image was found on the ground in Texas. It is the case of the time-traveling receipt. This is all the way back from 1996, and it looks pristine. It looks like it was printed today. Where did this come from? Now, we all love a good conspiracy, obviously. Humans love finding patterns and connecting the dots, because it's kept us alive this long. Oh, these berries are good, they help with inflammation. Oh, these berries are bad, they're poisonous and you'll get sick. Connecting the dots and details like that, it's in our DNA. Sometimes to our advantage, and sometimes to our detriment. So maybe I'm seeing patterns that aren't really there, but I think it's interesting nonetheless. And just in case, be sure to subscribe to all three of my channels, All Time 2, and All Time Clips. As well as check out my Patreon for exclusive videos, articles, behind the scenes content, and early access to every single video I make. All links are in the description, go check them out. Up next, we have literal green lines in the sky. Look at this video. This happened back in January 2023 over Hawaii. Literal green matrix code looking lasers cascading across the sky, coming from above, not below. Originally, it was reported that it was NASA satellites, but then NASA came out and said, no, it wasn't. Then people speculated that it was Chinese satellites, but China came out and said, no, it wasn't. So what are these lines? Some crazy unexplainable phenomenon? Something we can't quite figure out? People in airplanes playing with lasers? Or perhaps it was quite literally a glitch in the Matrix? I'm curious to hear your thoughts. This next video is so cool. It is a massive building at the very end of the street that gets smaller the closer you get to it. Check it out. Be sure to look at the building right at the end of the street and watch the transformation. It is so trippy. My favorite glitch so far, it's in regards to a mysterious bag that was upstairs, somehow coming downstairs and being placed behind a closed and locked front door, overnight, where no one was staying. And get this, a Ring camera captured all of this, and what makes it even more unsettling is that this home is now empty because the woman who lived here recently passed away. This video toes the line between a glitch in the Matrix style video and a ghost video. Let's watch and listen to all the details so you can decide for yourself what really happened.
So this is the first step. Here's my mum leaving my house. This is around 3:30. And she doesn't come back until the next morning. So there's nothing on the floor. There's nothing in sight. Specifically at the door, there's nothing left there. So my mum leaves, doesn't come back, and nobody else comes into the house. This is in the next morning. My mum is so confused because there's a gift bag left at the door. Nobody has had access to this house.
I wanted to pause right here and talk about how authentic that confusion is. Watch your mother's reaction to everything that's going on. If you've ever encountered something spooky like this or some kind of strange glitch, it really does break your brain in a way that is completely visible to the camera. It's like a stunned disbelief. That disbelief, it's typically really hard to fake that. If someone's terrified, you can feel it. If someone's scared, you can feel it. And if somebody's faking it, you can usually tell.
The Ring camera didn't pick up any motion in between my mum leaving and my mum arriving back with any person detected. So this is what was left at the door. She's so confused. She says she remembers leaving that bag upstairs. There's a pair of slippers in it. And I'll show you what the bag said, like what the gift bag actually said. So it says on it, a little something just for you, which is like so strange because gift bags usually say like happy birthday or Merry Christmas or things like that. But the fact it says this is so weird. But the next clip is where it gets even weirder.
Wow, a little something just for you. Incredible. And now the biggest shock of the video.
So like I said, there's been no motion of a person detected in the house. It's literally just been my mum leaving, my mum coming back, but the Ring camera like records through the night or just constantly. So I'll show you the next clip. This video is not edited, watch right here. I'm just gonna show it again. I just don't understand how a bag can just appear literally out of thin air. Like, even if the Ring camera is recording in frames, like not continuously recording, how did that bag disappear? And if it like fell down the stairs somehow, or how is it landing up the way?
She's absolutely correct. If there was movement, as if the bag fell down the stairs, or if someone was in the house and placed it there, the Ring would have captured it. I know this because my Ring camera tells me every time a leaf falls. It is the most obnoxious thing in the world. But I keep it around, and it has proven its worth because one time it caught 2 sketchy people trying to break into my place. If I hadn't caught them with the Ring, they would have taken everything.
I just found this ring in a box. I'm like, oh, my ring fell off. No, it didn't. It's the same.
Your hands are literally
I'm shaking. It's so weird.
What about this reflection that seems slightly off? Or the classic glitch of a plane being stuck in air, unmoving. There are 3 new examples to confuse and amuse you. This is one of those glitches that never gets old. It always boggles the mind. Sometimes it feels like people have been copy and pasted. Another example are these 3 identical people all doing the same thing. What about this spill? Water fell onto a sheet and created this unusual block pattern. Here's a personal favorite of mine. This guy spins around and his arm seemingly goes through the bar. What in the world? Check out this van and this disappearing man. Here's a weird glitch of a baseball player disappearing behind a sign while standing in front of it. I'm gonna let this woman do the talking, but long story short, check out this beanie and how it changes color depending on its light source.
So just a reminder, this is what the hat looks like in my dining room under artificial lighting. This was like 2 in the morning, so yeah, I look busted. Okay, so if you take it from the dining room to my bedroom, this is what it looked like in the store. This is why I bought it. It's green. I'm gonna take you outside. Lifetime, no filters. Why did it look green in the store?
Obviously that video got a ton of attention in real life and online, so she needed to test it even more. Watch this and let me know what you think.
What color does it look like?
Okay, it looks brown.
Okay.
Rusty brown.
What color does it look like?
Still brown, like a light brown.
Okay, you ready?
Is that a different kind of light? What? What? Are those different bulbs? What is going on? Do you have different bulbs in those lights? What? Why?
It matches your shirt.
What? Wait, you should move it with my shirt.
Yeah, okay, go.
Okay. Green turtleneck, green hat.
Okay, wait, let me get in front of you.
We're gonna say oh, it's already brown in the What is happening? Do you have different type of light bulbs in these lamps? Do you?
Okay, now do it, but like walk backwards, because people are not believing. They're gonna say I like edited. Or you could walk back.
What would make it look like not edited? Like moving it a lot or something?
Yeah, I know, just like...
Okay. Brown hat. Brown hat. No. Lean backwards.
There it is. No, it's green.
I don't understand. Why are you changing
That's a
this
knee on the
out?
right. That's
It's so crazy.
This next video is phenomenal. It's about a broken glass and its inability to be put back together. Check this out.
Okay, so riddle me this. This cup broke in the dishwasher. This is the shard we found. Exhibit A. And the way that it is... No, put it in. It's rounded, so it's supposed to go like that, with the lip of the cup on top. And that's the way that it would fit, but that's the inverted part. How do you make it fit in the cup? It doesn't fit. We're going viral, baby. The question is, does broken glass invert in the dishwasher? Thank you, and someone help.
Have you ever seen a person's shadow, but no person? Well, if you haven't, you're about to.
Yo, who left their shadow, bro? Like, nobody's here. Like, nobody's here. Who left their shadow? Come get it. It's at Planet Fitness. If you want your shadow back, it's right there. Hold on, clear. It's like, you can't see, bro. Oh, there it is.
Look at these floating trash cans. Or this flower petal that refuses to land. Or how about this light beam in the shower? It seems a little pixelated. Or these two buildings and the illusion they create. Which one is in front? What is this strange cloud captured over Cape Town? Here is snowfall captured in a mirror's reflection. While outside, it's as calm as can be. This next glitch is beyond disturbing, and even I'm struggling to explain it. This is a live photo on an iPhone being replayed in the Photos app. Okay, so the weird part is that the angle seemingly changes midway through to a different phone and then comes back to the phone that was actually recording the photo. The angle seemingly changes midway through. Now, that video didn't blow up. It never went viral and only a few hundred people saw it. It certainly didn't succeed in getting any attention. Regardless, she got criticism, and this was her response.
Hello, so I have noticed all the comments talking about like, oh, we edited the live photo and everything else, but we were genuinely confused by it because how does her phone take a photo of her taking a photo? So that's why we just posted it. It's nothing for views or anything like that. We're just confused and was looking for some answers, so if you all have any ideas, please list them below, but yeah, we're just genuinely confused by it.
Is this woman playing tennis by herself?
Yes, I know that I am high right now, but look at this lady. She is hitting a tennis ball against absolutely no surface and it's just bouncing back to her. Like, look at it. How is it doing that?
Have you ever encountered too many of the same thing? That's exactly what happened here.
That's nuts. I don't like that.
I feel freaked out, mother. Oh my god!
This part of the sidewalk refuses to get wet. Wait, did someone turn off the snowstorm? It's as if the weather changed instantly. Here's a massive crowd all witnessing the sky splitting in half. What in the world?
Everybody knows something's up. Everybody knows. That is not normal. Everyone is looking up, wondering why the sky is split. Look. Sky is broken. And everybody knows something's fishy, don't you? It's fishy, ain't it?
You know, that's the first time I ever seen this.
That's right. It's fishy.
Check out this fence and its interlocking ice layer. I guess the collision is off a little bit. Look at this incredible photo. It's as if the sky is the ocean. It feels like two different images merged into one, but it was actually just one photo taken on a highway in Minnesota. What an absolutely stunning sight. This looks like a normal restroom mirror until Wait, what? Up next is another live photo where a man just appears. Where does he come from? Here's a really strange glitch where, when this person touches the strawberry in their sink, it makes their water run.
Okay, so here's my sink. There's a touch sensor thing. And here's some strawberries. Nothing happens when I touch the box, but when I touch a strawberry, but nothing happens when I touch the box, just the strawberries.
Where did this squirrel come from? These kids are unbelievably in sync. Let's imagine two things. The first, you are a woman and you have a ring, and the second one is there are parallel universes. Well, this woman believes that a parallel version of herself lost her ring, and somehow she benefited from it. Here is a kestrel, apparently using headwinds to hover in one spot without moving. Yeah, others would call this a glitch. Here's another bird, apparently stuck in midair, despite it trying not to be. Imagine getting your nails done, and then this happens. This woman was applying her makeup when an extra brush head appeared out of nowhere. I've watched this one multiple times and it's really compelling. Where did it come from? How does an object get stuck like this? Here's an amazing series of images where this wheel seems to be clipping through the floor. Now, this could very obviously just be a damaged wheel, but regardless, the optical illusion it creates is incredible. In this strange video, you're going to see that there are some columns of smoke completely unmoving, just frozen in place.
I call it a glitch in the matrix. Those are smokestacks, but the smoke isn't moving.
I want to hear someone out there try to explain this. Is the smoke cloud just taking the night off? Is it taking a nap? Did it fall asleep? Is it going to restart in the morning? Your guess is as good as mine. I found another duplication glitch for you. Check this out.
So I'm doing my daughter's laundry, and this is a jacket that she got as like a hand-me-down from her older cousin who's like 3 years older than her. So as I'm putting this up, I freaking, what the hell? Why is there another one? The exact same tag, the same size? What the hell is going on? I'm just like super weirded out. I don't know what the hell's going on. This is from years and years and years ago, from when her cousin was my daughter's age. It's truly weird.
Here's a weird triangle in the sky. Is it a cloud? Is it a UFO? Is it something else? I don't know, but I'm actually working on a video for my other channel, All Time 2. And in that video, we're going to look at tons of videos just like this one. And we're going to determine, are they clouds or are they UFOs? So if you want to watch that video when it releases, go subscribe to All Time 2 after this video, and I'll see you there. Up next, we're going to check out some glitch in the Matrix stories from the very people who encountered them. Let's get into it. Here's the mysterious case of duplicating books.
I'm sitting here in Devin's room, whatever, he's playing his games, and he was asking me about my books. And then I would get down here and he's like, oh, what's that one? Pull it out, and I'm like, oh, that's the anti-matrix, right? The glitch in the matrix. And then I get super confused, because directly under that one is this book, right? the one I'm currently reading right now, sitting out in the living room, right? So already makes no sense. Never got 2 of these books, and it's even weirder because I'm on chapter 19. Do you see that? Then you open it to that page, it's like right on the same chapter. I'm so confused. And under that book too, of all books.
Here's another example of a duplication glitch, but this time it's something homemade, which makes it even creepier, right? Because you can go out and buy something and then buy another one. Or you could buy something and have one at home. But to specifically make something yourself and then for it to duplicate? I mean, how do you explain that?
I've been unpacking some boxes for my storage unit. I pulled these out of a cedar chest I have, and I've worn these every winter for almost 20 years. My son is 22 years old, and when he was in diapers, he was like 2.5. My best friend crocheted these for me. I bought the yarn in the colors I wanted. These are my favorite. He made 1 hat, 1 scarf for me. That's all I bought 2 skeins of yarn, and that was all that was going to be enough for, right? Was 1 hat and 1 scarf. What the f is happening? This, as you can clearly see, is a second hat, and they look different. They look different, but I don't remember this one. I remember this one because it had these weird lines where it started to separate at the bottom because he was running out of yarn. I don't remember this one at all. And what's really freaking me out is that I messaged him about it. Remember that scarf and hat you made for me? The one in the fall colors, and I bought the yarn. And he's like, yeah. What exactly did you crochet out of all of that? And he said, I made you 1 hat and 1 scarf because that's all you asked for, and you only gave me 2 skeins of yarn. I was like, that's it? 1 hat and 1 scarf? And he said, yeah, that was all you gave me enough for. I said, you didn't make me 2 hats? He goes, no, I would have needed a whole nother skein of yarn for that. He doesn't remember making a second hat either.
Here's a guy who works at a gas station who has encountered tons of weird and strange gas station glitches in the Matrix. Let's check it out.
So here I am working my second job, and weird shit happens here all the time. Bear with me, I'm gonna list some stuff out here about weird stuff that I see. So I'll have, let's say, a bunch of people come in and all do the same thing. And you're gonna think this is just stupid, but yesterday I had 4 different people come in and buy 4 packs of gum. Different packs. Who does that? 1 person doing that's, okay, you're weird, but 4 people doing it? That's what I mean. It'll be like all in one day, this one thing that happens. It's the same thing, and it's like kind of out there. Like a bunch of people coming and getting car washes, all with clean cars that look like just came out of a car wash. People coming in and buying different stuff, but the change being the same. A bunch of people coming in all that day, the limpers, I call them. They all got limps. That day, somebody coming in and there's like a candy that nobody ever buys, and like several people buy this weird fucking candy. Or the $100 day where everybody's buying like a $2 thing with a $100 bill. I'm like, what the fuck? Or everybody's paying in ones that day. And it's all on that day. Like, you could say that happens all the time, but not several people in a shift. It's just weird little patterns. Or a day, okay, I got Zippos behind me. Nobody buys a fucking Zippo. And all of a sudden, I'll sell a Zippo. I'll sell 2 more fucking Zippos on that same day, but not because the person saw the guy buying it. Just some weird juju in the air, man. I want to leave you with this. I feel like when you lose your keys, you know, because that's usually when you lose your keys, you're kind of in a desperate mode because you're trying to leave. That's why you're like, where are my fucking keys? And you do this whole thing where you go around your house and you start looking in the same spot several times because you're like, dude, this is where I leave them. Eventually, you're like, give up. And they're in the spot you've looked several times. I feel like we're going in and out of timelines. And all of a sudden, when you're looking for your keys, we shifted into another one where your keys aren't there. And then we shift back right where you left them. I know, sounds crazy. Pay attention around. Are you guys seeing patterns? Like just strange patterns?
So which of these creepy glitch in the Matrix stories did you like the most? I enjoyed them all, but the idea of seeing my past self drive by my current self is something that got me really thinking. Until next time, never stop searching.